Welcome back to the Investing with Our YouTube channel for another portfolio update. So this one will be for the third week of March, and it's been a very up and down one. So we ended last week on 119,382. We got to as high as 122,313, where we were up 2.4%. But then the situation in Iran worsened, and we saw the portfolio tumble all the way down to under 116,000. Settling at 116,930 for the end of the week for a 2% loss. Now you expect this level of volatility to occur when the price of oil is moving so much as it is, with the geopolitical instability occurring right now. The VIX hit almost 30, so this is why the portfolio is down. In terms of the week, I did get some dividends. March is usually a good time for dividends for the portfolio. So we've had £1.20 from KLA coming in a couple of weeks ago. And last week we had Microsoft for £10.45, Google for £10.99, which is really good because I'm up over 8k on that position. And it's also paying me a dividend. And then we got one from United Health for £26.59. So I was able to make a purchase, and the purchase I made with all of these dividends, which amounted to £49.23. And the VIX was high enough for me to allocate this amount to Micron, which had a fantastic earnings, which absolutely blew expectations out of the water. So look at the results. The market expected $8.73 in terms of earnings per share, and it hit $12.20, which is a beat by 40%. And on revenue, the market was expecting 19.51 billion, and we hit 23.86 billion, which is a beat by 22%. Now, these are not just slight beats, these are massive beats. And then the stock went down, which I don't understand. I get it that certain companies will beat by a little bit and it's not enough for the share price to go up, but this, for me, I don't get how this has gone down. So I think this is a buying opportunity. The company gave good guidance as well that this will continue, and you hear certain CEOs talking about the requirement and the demand for memory is still going to be high up until 27. So for me, this is a company I would like to allocate a bit more of capital towards, and this is why I have bought with the dividend income I received. Now, overall, it wasn't a good week, as you can see, down 2%. So most stocks have had a tough time, and I'm getting ever closer to the 6th of April where I can start deploying cash again. And if the VIX is above 25, then I will still be deploying. With the current war, it could get even worse, so it could be a good time for me to buy. But other than that Micron acquisition, nothing much has changed. Google still remains my biggest position. Meta has had a tough week, and we're currently negative on that position. So for me, the ones I would like to add to, if I had money right now available, would be Meta, Microsoft, and Micron. Those are the ones that really stand out at me. Imperial Brands with just under an 8k position. Then you got Robinhood, 5.75% of the portfolio, which is having a tough time right now. But a lot of these just have to wait it out. As I've always mentioned in my videos, investing is a lot about patience, especially during volatile times like this. So you've got Visa, MasterCard, NEC, Nvidia with a 5.12% holding. Then you've got Carnival, which I'm up over 75% on. Tesla is the next one with a 5k position. Then you've got Broadcom with a similar size position. Microsoft, this is the one I would like to add to at these kind of levels. Amazon up 8%. Then you got the two insurance companies, United Health and Oscar Health, both down at the moment. You got Centrica, which is similar to Carnival actually. These are two beacons that are performing really well in the portfolio. And I think now is a decent time to start thinking about some other UK stocks, which are actually doing quite well in comparison to the US, which is not normally the case. The US usually outperforms the UK, but right now, in the most recent times, the UK is actually doing well. And the one I'm looking at right now is Aviva, that potentially I might want to add to the portfolio and maybe take something out, but we shall see. Then you've got Iren, which is down just over 35%. You've got Micron, which had, as I mentioned, I just cannot believe this is down after those earnings. It's just a bit mind-boggling, actually. Then you've got Grab, which is down 40%. Costco up 21%. You've got BM&R, which is the worst hit in the portfolio, but it's actually had a good week. It was up almost 2.5%, especially in this volatility. That's pretty good where most of my stocks are down. Most of the market is down, but Bitmine had a good solid week. Apple up 26% for a small holding of just 1.73%. Then you got ASML and KLA, both just under 1%, but are doing really well. And especially KLA actually had a really good week. It was up 6.23%. So that's it. That's the current standing within the portfolio, just under 117,000 for a 12-month low. But it is what it is. We just have to wait it out, and it will recover. It will. Don't worry, don't panic, guys. And I will see you on the next video.